This letter is for you.
What, for me?
What's wrong?
It's from sister.
小金坊.
Xiener, I'll keep my eyes on you until you die.
That's why. I was wondering why those people chased after you at all cost. So it's because of this. I used the city chaos to escape, and hid my identity in Dongliulin. I pretended to be dumb and ground tofu for my boss by day. In the nighttime, I slept in his cellar. I waited for things to calm down. Go to the Imperial City, see the Empress, explain everything. But then, unexpectedly, government forces killed the townspeople. I was in panic and hid in the cellar. After I came out, all the townspeople had been killed. I felt extremely guilty. You were about to escape, but heard my noise. That's right. I thought the Grand Marshal was with the government forces. That imposter Dichun figured out I was playing dead. No use pretending, so I fought desperately. So I decided to rush out. I understand. I now understand. By the way, General Zhao, one question. Grand Marshal asked. When the army left Yingzhou, were the compass carts in working condition? They were. During our march, we used compass carts and maps together.
The general ordered everyone to guard the city carefully and not slack off.
Yes, sir.
Why isn't the Khitan army here?
It should be here in a while. Look, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Grand Marshal.
Do you three have anything to say to me? There's still time.
Mentor, I have something to say.
Speak up.
At present, the Khitan army is only dozens of miles outside Chongzhou. However, General Quan Shankai gave the unauthorized order, deploy the left general's main force outside the city. I didn't understand it and asked him. But the general said he had a great plan. When I questioned him, he used his position to silence me and refused to tell me. Now, before the Grand Marshal. General, can you tell us your great plan?
Grand Marshal, this?
Open the gate. Hurry, hurry.
3 masters. Do you want to listen to a story? A year ago, a conspiracy emerged around me. First, I discovered that my housekeeper Di Chun was swapped with an imposter, and the Ministry of Internal Security was the culprit. I was very surprised by it. With a few small tricks, I easily saw through the imposter Di Chun. But one thing I didn't get: why go through all the trouble to plant an undercover agent near me? But following the appearance of Ruyan and Wang Tiehan, I finally understood that this imposter Di Chun came for the decisive battle in Dongxiaxi Valley. Grand Marshal, Khitan main force attacks the city.
Grand Marshal, let me check the south gate.
It's unnecessary.
General, you look ill at ease.
Grand Marshal, the Khitan army has entered the city. They didn't enter the city, they were let in. What? Let in? That's right. The traitors among us opened the gate and let them in.
Who was it?
What do you think?
General.
Grand Marshal,
It's him.
It's him. Mentor, are you sure?
Kyojing, your cover is the deepest in this game. Almost all the people are serving you. Am I right? Grand Marshal, what are you talking about? At first, I believed you, thinking Wang Xiaojie was the traitor. Because what you said was reasonable. And was completely watertight. So on the second day, I went to the flat area. On Mount Ping, where, according to you, Wang Xiaojie hid the military supplies. I happened to discover your first floor there. Grand Marshal, this... What? I found this over there. There are a few characters inside the boot. It says the Chongzhou Constables, which means that those people who guarded the supplies weren't the right Marshal General's soldiers under Wang Xiaojie, but the Chongzhou Constables under you. Next, I discovered your second floor. Oh, do you still remember your story at the time? You said that your scout was hiding in that flat area and observing. He saw that the purple-clad people, led by the white-clad woman, were transporting the supplies. Am I right? That's right. But there's no place for anyone to hide in that flat place. It's surrounded by grass. Not to mention a scout. Even a rabbit couldn't hide itself there.
Master, some others and I searched all over, but found nothing suspicious.
The cliffs around here are steep and tall.
Right, they must be over 100 feet high.
Yuanfang, tell everyone that we'll go around the mountain to check.
Yes, sir.
Slow down. We still can't see the valley floor after all this climbing.
It's fine. We'll go down soon.
No. Look your fill.
I thought at the time that the scout was hiding at the top of the mountain and looking down. So I led my people to the mountaintop. But because of the mountain's height, you couldn't even see what was happening at the bottom of the valley when you are on top. So, at the time, I determined that you were lying. You were right. There was someone transporting military supplies to Khitan. But that wasn't Wang Xiaojie. It was you. The third suspicion involved Wu Dahan. I have always been puzzled why he hid the truth. If he was the spy who wrote to Wang Xiaojie, then after Wang Xiaojie had already escaped to Khitan, why did he still refuse to tell the truth? After I visited Dongliulin again and passed through Tashan Tujue, I finally figured out the real identity of Wu Dahan. He is Yingzhou Commander-in-Chief Zhao Wenhui.
It's him.
Zhao Wenhui led his army from Yingzhou into Tujue. Passing Chongzhou, you used the welcome as an excuse to have someone to put magnet stones in the compass carts in secret, messing up the compass carts. Zhao Wenhui entered Khitan by mistake. At the same time, Mokuo's man Ha Ryle led out an Eagle division, which posed as a Khitan force and set a trap in the valley. As a result, Zhao Wenhui's army of 20,000 soldiers was attacked and killed.
So that's the truth behind Zhao Wenhui's army's disappearance. Why would the soldiers' bodies appear on Mount Jin in Tujue?
After the attack, Ha Ryle had the bodies carted and shipped them Mount Jin in Tujue to cause misunderstandings between the two countries and trigger a war between Zhou and Tujue. They then could benefit from it to seize Zhou territory. At the time, Zhao Wenhui had found out that there were traitors in Chongzhou, so he escaped back to Chongzhou to deliver a letter to Wang Xiaojie. He met Wang Xiaojie's trusted aide, Deputy General Sun, and told him to send the info to the front. Warn Wang Xiaojie to be careful. However, Deputy General Sun didn't leave the city.
That's right. I asked Scout Zhang Kang. He said no one left the city that night.
But you said Deputy General Sun left overnight to deliver the letter to Wang Xiaojie. That's right. Deputy General Sun did report the letter. He didn't give it to Wang Xiaojie, but to you, Qiujing. That's correct. So you ordered men to capture Zhao Wenhui.
Move! Get in! Get in! Get in!
General Zhao, how have you been?
Prefectural Governor, if you know who I am, why still arrest me?
I heard that General Zhao asked Deputy General Sun to deliver a letter to Wang Xiaojie saying there was a traitor in Chongzhou. I'm not sure which traitor you're talking about.
We both know who he is.
It looks like you can only go to the underworld to appeal for injustice. Somebody come.
Yes, sir.
Behead him.
Yes, sir.
But you didn't expect that Zhao Wenhui would injure the soldiers and escape from Chongzhou. This caused you great panic. So you sent out people to chase after him.
But General Zhao was saved by us. Why didn't he tell the truth?
This is very easy to explain. It's because Zhao Wenhui saw I gave back Qiujing his old position and judged that Wang Xiaojie plotting with Khitan. So,
Come here.
he thought Qiujing and I were working together, so he was afraid and refused to talk.
That's what happened.
While Qiujing chased after Zhao Wenhui, lost the Dongxiaoxi Valley battle, Wang Xiaojie retreated to Chongzhou with the remaining soldiers. He asked why you didn't deliver supplies to the army, and sought personal revenge in his time of need. At the same time, he also heard of Zhao Wenhui and sent out people to look for him, which made you panic even more. So you reported it to your master Xiao Qingfang, and thus the trick of inflicting an injury on yourself has been used.
Injuring himself? Mentor, what's that?
The defeat in Dongxiaoxi Valley caused Wang Xiaojie great hatred toward Qiu Jing, and Xiao Qingfang knew very clearly that it was impossible to shut him up. Wang Xiaojie reported Qiu to the court. This report was delivered by Wang Tiehan.
Mentor, since Helen Post was under their control, why they didn't do as before? Intercepting the report, replacing it, and framing Wang Xiaojie?
That's because if Qiu Jing framed Wang Xiaojie, the Empress would have ordered to take Wang Xiaojie back to the imperial city. Once Wang Xiaojie told the Empress the truth, then Qiu Jing would not only have lost his position, but also his life. After they considered this, they decided to allow Wang Xiaojie's report to fall into my hand, then delivered to the Empress by me. That's why we had the incident in Yongchang. But the report from Tihan wasn't Wang Xiaojie's original copy.
General Zhao, he fainted.
That was the report we saw. It deleted the part about Zhao Wenhui's whereabouts. Nor did it mention Qiu Jing's refusal to transport supplies to the army. I only learned about it when Tihan told me. So I asked the Empress to remove Qiu Jing from his post and bring him to court, and didn't blame Wang Xiaojie. General Wang Xiaojie is a short-sighted person and doesn't have foresight. Seeing the Empress didn't blame him. He didn't continue to report and tell what happened. As a result, the matter was never settled, and this trick of self-inflicted injury achieved its goal. The conspiracy to restore Qiu Jing's position and frame Wang Xiaojie began.
The purple-clad people who killed the guards? Not sent by Wang Xiaojie?
Of course not. Sent by Qiu Jing himself. By doing that, he first protected himself from the imperial court. Secondly, he planned to frame Wang Xiaojie. However, Li Keigu jumped in and happened to be witnessed by Yuanfang, which made it more real and believable. At the same time, we visited the people and happened to see Song Wuji slaughter the people in Dongliulin. Government forces killed innocents in Jiaowa to claim credit made me very displeased about Wang Xiaojie. But it wasn't until yesterday that I finally found it out after I interrogated Song Wuji. Song Wuji, given the situation, you had better tell the truth.
Yes, sir. Though I served the Marshal General of the Right, I joined a secret group years ago.
What secret group?
It's called Shelling.
Was the bloodletting in Dongliulin ordered by those people?
That's correct. After learning you were visiting privately, they sent homing pigeons ordering me to kill everyone.
I understood right away after hearing that. Song Wuji and the Deputy General are under your command and do the dirty deeds for you. It was indeed Wang Xiaojie's order to search Dongliulin, but his purpose was to find Zhao Wenhui. But you were afraid that I'd get my hands on General Zhao, so you ordered Song Wujito kill everyone in the town. This way you could cover up your crime and frame Wang Xiaojie. It was killing two birds with one stone. After that, Li Kaigu and Yuanfang were kidnapped by the person who posed as Di Chun.
Mr. Kaigu. You've got the shadowless needle. You're not Li Kaigu. Who are you?
Actually, your purpose of doing that, to trick Li Yuanfang into saving Li Kaigu. Li Kaigu is a straightforward man, and would take Yuanfang to see his good friend Chu Jing. Once Yuanfang met Chu Jing and listened to what he had to say, he would take Chu to see me. Thus, Chu Jing naturally could stand in front of me without any flaws.
Mentor, this plot is indeed intricate. Each step they made seemed thoroughly real, hard to find their flaws.
That's right. The move to push General Wang Xiaojie to rebel was in play as well. Wang Xiaojie is unreasonable and arrogant. He acts recklessly and looks down on everyone. They targeted his weaknesses and ordered the undercover General Su Honghui to coax Wang Xiaojie to the brink of rebellion. Unsurprisingly, his attack on Li Yuanfang in front of the inn made Wang Xiaojie completely lose all hope. So he thought to escape Chongzhou and return to the imperial city, but he didn't think
Honghui. This road doesn't seem right.
General, I'm very familiar with this road. Right road.
Giddy up. What's up?
General, I have been waiting for you for a long time.
Who are you?
Fire.
General, under the circumstances, where can you go? Surrender to Khitan. You will enjoy endless riches.
You are a Khitan spy.
A single slip can cause lasting regret. Wang Xiaojie being captured by Khitan was the outcome you wanted to see. In Chongzhou, only you, Chu Jing, is here. No one to confront, nothing to check. What a flawless trick to injure yourself and deceive your enemy.
Charge! Charge!
Grand Marshal, all you said is correct. Insightful, but too late. The Khitan army entered your residence. Kneel and surrender. Hand over your seal. Otherwise, you will come to a bad end. Why laugh? I'm right, aren't I? General, it's you, Wang Xiaojie. Xiaojie. Xiaojie.
Grand Marshal. I, Xiaojie, am narrow-minded, fickle, I one-sided, and returned kindness with enmity. I treated my own people as enemies. I deserve 1,000 deaths.
Xiaojie.
Grand Marshal, punish me. I won't complain about injustice.
All right, Xiaojie, rise.
I should have explained earlier. The disaster was caused by a series of strange coincidences. Grand Marshal, I'm ashamed and willing to die.
All right, Reese. It's not an easy feat to make our General Wang admit his mistakes. Yuanfang.
General Yuanfang. You almost died by my hand. But the one who saved me was the one I wanted to kill. I don't know what to say. Except that from now on, my life is yours. We'll share a common purpose. I beg the General not to keep past grievances in your heart and look down on me.
General, you are too humble. To err is human, to correct divine. Don't bring up this from now on. You and I are as good as brothers. Yuanfang. Mr. Kaigu, you have found me a good brother. Grand Marshal, I and the right camp soldiers took a side way to attack Li Yuanfang. His 10,000 vanguard died.
Great, Kaigu, great job.
General, I'm a boor. And misjudged you. Don't take it to heart.
Kaigu, you are a general and straightforward man.
You and Yuanfang are brothers now, so you're my brother too. I won't stand on ceremony.
Great. You should all be like brothers.
In my opinion, it'll be fine if you speak less nonsense.
This young lady never says anything nice to me. You traitor. I was blind.
Somebody come.
Yes, sir.
Arrest Qiu Jing.
Yes, sir. Get moving, get moving. Mentor, what's going on?
Zhang Tai, after I figured everything out, I sent Yuanfang and Ruyan right away to go to the Khitan lair and rescue General Wang Xiaojie. And then I asked Jiali Khan to hand over command of the Eagle Division under Harail in Qingxi Valley to Wang Xiaojie. The soldiers of this Eagle Division already wore Khitan uniforms. This way, Xiaojie led this force, posing as the Khitan army and marching toward Chongzhou. Because the short distance, General Xiaojie arrived outside Chongzhou before the Khitan vanguard. The traitors inside the city didn't suspect him and opened the gate. After entering the city, Xiaojie set traps everywhere and waited for the real Khitan vanguard to enter the killing zone. He then closed the gate and attacked them.
That's what happened. How about General Kaigu?
Weren't you just informing on General Quan a while ago? I used a homing pigeon to send a letter, asking him to deploy the main force outside the city. Let Li Kaigu lead it. Once the troops sprung the ambush, he'd order the army to attack the Khitan troops still outside the city. We attacked them from front and back, and annihilated their elite vanguard.
Master Zhang, do you understand now?
General Quan, I was stupid.
How can you be blamed? It was urgent, and I couldn't explain.
Surround the courtyard. Hurry, hurry! To the courtyard.
Yes, sir.
Hurry, hurry! To the courtyard.
Yes, sir.
This is Schilling's branch in Chongzhou. Sister has withdrawn.
So this thing isn't over.
Master, what do you mean?
Yuzhou a few years ago, and now Chongzhou. Those people will not give up easily. Ruyan, from now on, continue to call me uncle. I have 3 sons, and my older brother has 2 sons. What we lack is a daughter. Today, this is a blessing in disguise. I got a niece, Yuanfang.
Uncle, please accept my bow.
Good girl, good girl. Reese. From now on, you'll have a home.
600-mile same-day dispatch. FROM Chongzhou. Origin 600-mile dispatch from Chongzhou.
Your Majesty.
Our Chongzhou army destroyed Li Jinzhong's army of 120,000 soldiers. Li Jinzhong was beheaded. Senior Officer D returns to court soon to report victory.
How wonderful.
Long live your Majesty.
Long live your Majesty.
Long live Chongzhou. Chang'e,
Your Majesty.
greet him at the gate for me.
Yes.
Grand Marshal D led the army back to court to report victory. Grand Marshal D led the army back to court to report victory.
By the Empress's orders, I'm welcoming the Grand Marshals. Return to the court following victory.
I, Direnjie, along with the Chongzhou generals, pay my respects to your Majesty. Long live your Majesty.
Grant the Grand Marshal wine.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Wait.
Your Majesty, do you have other orders?
I'll toast in person.
I, I, Direnjie, Hebei Grand Marshal, and the Chongzhou Commander-in-Chief. At the head of my generals, Wang Xiaojie, Right Marshal General, Li Kaigu, General of the Right Camp under the Right Marshal General, and Li Yuanfang, Imperial Guard Commander, report the victory to your Majesty. Long live your Majesty.
Grand Marshal, rise.
I don't deserve your Majesty courtesy of going down the steps. Please return to your throne, your Majesty.
Please return to your throne, your Majesty.
Hua Ying, please rise.
Thanks, your Majesty.
Thank you, your Majesty.
The courtesy of going down the steps was originally used for leaders of other states. Today, I break the rule and step down to tell people that this victory didn't come easily. This victory didn't come easily. Won with the blood of 100,000 frontier soldiers. Our Zhou has generals. Our Zhou has loyal people. Wuxia has tens of millions of faithful soldiers.
Long live your Majesty. Long live your Majesty.
Bring me the wine. Hua Ying,
Your Majesty.
you've worked hard.
Thank you, your Majesty.
Xiaoji, as a general, you crushed our enemies in battle. Your contribution is great. Kaigu,
Your Majesty.
you crushed the main Khitan force in Gumeng and beheaded Li Yuanfang. You contributed greatly to our country.
Thank you, your Majesty.
Yuanfang, you risked your life, defeated the rebels, and successfully achieved victory. You contributed the most. Come, serve them wine.
Your Majesty, can I grant this cup of wine to someone else?
Of course.
Grand Marshal.
Xiaojie.
I, Xiaoji, with this wine granted by the Empress, toast the Grand Marshal. You're the greatest Grand Marshal.
Xiaojie. All right. It's all thanks to you, generals.
General Yuanfang, let's toast the Grand Marshal. Yes.
And me.
Your Majesty.
Count me in. Hua Ying, with this cup of wine, may you and my favorite subjects work together with me.
Thank you, your Majesty.
Thank you, your Majesty.
Here she comes, Yuanfang, here she comes.
Master, your niece is here. You should be happy. Why tell me she's here?
Master, Master. Miss Ruyan is here.
Yuanfang, here she is.
Miss, please exit. I, Ruyan, greet uncle.
All right, all right. Rise, rise. Let's get in, let's get in.
Miss, this way.
Let's go.
Let's go, miss.
Ruyan,
Uncle.
come here.
Ruyan, you should be familiar with here, aren't you?
Of course, I've lived here for a long time.
The East Wing is ready. You'll stay there.
Great.
Ruyan. This letter is for you.
What, for me?
What's wrong?
It's from Sister.
Xiao Qingfang.
Xiener, I'll keep my eyes on you until you die.
Master.
See? This is far from over.